In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a survey using Google Forms. If you are already logged into your Google account, you can select the gray waffle, that's the apps launcher, and you can go to your Google Drive. Once you're in Google Drive, you can click on the red New button, you can choose More, and then you can navigate to Google Forms. Another way would be to type in the address to the Google Forms page, which is docs.google.com/forms, and hit enter. We're now at the Google Forms page. If you have any existing forms, Google Forms, these will appear here in this space. To create a new Google form, we would then click on the red plus sign here, and this will allow us to begin working on our Google form. So we're going to create a survey. First step, you want to rename the form. Give your survey a name by clicking in the Untitled Form box. I'm going to name this one Superhero Survey. My students really enjoy debating about which superhero is the best and justifying why our chosen superhero is the best one of all. So a few questions that I have here, a couple of questions I've prepared. Who is your favorite superhero? I'm going to go ahead and copy that, paste it to save a little typing time there. You can also include help text if you'd like to give a hint as to what it is you're asking for or to provide clarification. We can also choose different question types. We have multiple choice, text, paragraph text, check boxes, choose from a list, scale, grid, date, and you can't see below there but time. There are different types of responses that we can accept for these questions. In this particular case, I am going to choose multiple choice. So my students have to choose between Spider-Man, Superman, Flash, who else? Arrow, some of them like Green Arrow, Batman. Like, how could you forget Batman? My students would be so upset if I forgot Batman. You can make this a required question to where the student will not be able to submit without answering, or you can leave it unchecked. Then you choose Done. Voila. Now we're ready to add another item. We would simply click on the drop down arrow here and choose the next type of question. My next question will be a multiple choice question. And that question will be, who do you think is faster, Flash or Superman? Here we'll make this a multiple choice question. I will type in the answer choices. We can even choose how to go to another page based on the selected answer, and we will do that in another video. Go ahead and click on Done. What if my student decided that they have more than one superhero as their favorite? Well, I can come back here to the previous question. I can click on the pencil tool to edit the question, and I can change it. Instead of multiple choice, I can choose check boxes as the type of question for this particular item. Click on Done. What if I wanted to add an additional answer choice? We can do that too. Go back to the question, click on Edit. I don't know, I'm going to put Wonder Woman. They will probably say, who's Wonder Woman? What about Hulk? Okay, I'm getting carried away. Choose Done. And finally, we're ready to send out our survey. Notice we have a few options here. We can show the progress bar at the bottom of the form page. I guess I don't mind doing that. Only allow one response per person, but it's going to require a Google login to keep track of who has answered. We can also shuffle the question order if you're concerned about them cheating off of each other or copying each other's answers. They won't match on the same questions. At the bottom, we can edit the response that is provided on the screen confirmation page after the student has submitted. In this case, I'll leave it as default. Your response has been recorded. We can show a link to submit another response. Nah, only submit one time. We can publish and show a public link to show the form results. That way students can see how they stacked up against others. We can allow responders to edit the response after submitting. I will go ahead and leave all of these blank and go ahead and choose Send Form. After I hit the Send button, Send Form button, note that I now am provided with a link to share I can use this link to provide to those whom I would like to respond to the survey. I can also embed this survey like into a website, a Google site. I can also create a short URL for those who are into the short URLs. I can also share this link to different social networks like Google+, Facebook, or Twitter, and I can even send the form via email to other people, email addresses, names, or groups. If you want others to be able to edit the form, you can go ahead and add collaborators. I'm going to go ahead and close the send form button. I want to point out that you have the ability to choose how you want to receive your responses. You can choose to stop accepting responses and turn it off. You can toggle that option and go back to receiving or accepting responses. You can view a summary of responses, view them, change the response destination, unlink the form, get a pre-filled URL, or delete your responses and start all over again. So to change the response destination, we can choose to have those results sent to an Excel spreadsheet. We can create a new spreadsheet named Superhero Responses. You even have the option of changing the name of the response sheet, or we can say create a new sheet in an existing spreadsheet if you have one, and choose either to or not to always create a new spreadsheet. I'll go ahead and click create. And then I'm going to go ahead and send and answer the questions on the form. So, superhero survey. Who do you think is faster, Flash or Superman? I'm going to go with Superman. Who is your favorite superhero? Well, I have two. I actually like Superman. I love Superman, and I kind of like Flash. So I'm going to go ahead and submit. There we go. Here's our confirmation page with our confirmation statement. Your response has been recorded. If I go back to my Google Drive, I can now see the results of that survey here in this spreadsheet. If I open it up, here we go. I have a timestamp. I have the response to each question in the spreadsheet as well. One thing I would like to note, if when you are in the process of creating the form you choose to publish and show a public link to the form results, then enabled, all respondents and anyone with the link will be able to see a summary chart of the form's results. So what happens is after the respondent submits their response to the survey, they will get a link. They will be provided with a link that looks like this that says see previous responses. Once the user clicks on this link, they will be taken to a new page which will give a chart summary of all of the responses that were provided. Here we have a bar chart, we have a pie chart, and we have a line chart. In the next video, I will show you how to add and edit questions, also change the formatting of your survey using headers, images, videos, and page breaks. See you in the next video.